Hey everybody, NBC5 weather forecaster Brigham Harris. Now before we talk about these freezing cold temperatures, let's talk about some watches and warnings that we do have in our area in comparison to other places in the Pacific Northwest and elsewhere actually in the country. We're not as cold as say Portland or Seattle or maybe even Dallas, Texas, but we are getting pretty cold. We do have a winter weather advisory for many of our counties, although it's not widespread over multiple counties. It is little patches there of Jackson, Josephine, Klamath, and some of the northern counties in Douglas County as well. And then east of the Cascades, we do have a wind advisory for looks like Modoc and maybe parts of Siskiyou County and the rest of Klamath County there in Lake County. So it is going to be a combination of winter weather and some wind, so that is a cause for concern when you're out on the roads. However, we are still dealing with that same cold weather system that we've been dealing with, this high pressure system out of the Pacific Ocean that's really just continuing to churn and bring some cold weather from the north down south to our area. So expect temperatures to dip tonight as it does get a little bit colder. Let's talk a little bit about what we've been seeing. A little bit of precipitation in our area there south of Eugene, and as it meets the ridge there right into the last couple of hours there along the Cascade Mountains, it does go from it does go from rain to snow. And the reason that is because it's hitting that elevation of 4,500 to 5,500 feet. That is expected to rise, that snow line, so it is going to be harder for that rain to turn into snow, and it's definitely going to be harder for that snow to stick. However, we do have some snow on the way for really high elevations. I'll tell you where in a minute. But first, let's look to the future there. Early tomorrow morning, around 2 a.m., this is where everything's going to be kind of spotty. This is when this front is really going to make its way and move out of the area there, but it is going to continue, get a little bit more more intense with the snowfall along the Cascades there and at higher elevations. As that does continue, it's really just spotty, right? Not a whole lot of coverage, not a whole lot of 100% precipitation chances, although it will be scattered all throughout. Let's talk a little bit about the next 48 hours. This is the amount of snowfalls we can expect. Crater Lake looks like it's going to get the most as of noon tomorrow, and then as we push forward into tomorrow late afternoon into Tuesday afternoon there as well. Crater Lake expected to get over a foot of snow. Mount Shasta not much at all. Neither will Medford. However, Mount Ashland, which is at 6,500 feet of elevation, is expected to get a good amount of snow, half of a foot to a foot, whereas other places not nearly as much. Now tonight and tomorrow for the coast, temperatures floating right around 50 degrees, not a whole lot of variation there, especially Brookings, 49 to 52, so not a whole lot of change there from the low to the high. West Valley temperatures sticking around 30 degrees for the lows and 40s for some of the more fortunate cities there. And then tonight and tomorrow expect some snow and rain mixture depending on the elevation that you find yourself at. Cascades, east of the Cascades, expect some blowing snow and blowing rain, again, depending on your elevation, exactly where you are, but there will still be some snowfall, especially at Crater Lake and those eastern Cascade elevation higher than 4,500 feet. Now, the next 7 days for the Rogue Valley, expect a few chances of sunshine throughout the week, but for the most part, it is going to be a pretty wet week with some precipitation in the form of snow and rain. Klamath Basin, same thing. Temperatures, though, a lot colder, hitting right below 25 degrees for Wednesday and Thursday there, but it is going to get a little bit more sunny as the week continues. We get into the weekend. Same thing with Northern California, a couple days of sunshine early in the week, but still tomorrow we do have that lingering storm bringing precipitation in the form of rain for the lower elevations. And along the coast, expect rain throughout the week with a couple chances of sunshine, not a whole lot, but temperatures do stay pretty nice. Don't get below 40 except for Wednesday. Other than that, it's going to be a pretty nice week.